Come to do a checkout on a room in a property the tenant's just vacated, and we're going to talk through the process of how we check to make sure that everything's in order, and then how we will process it once we get back to the office. So over to you, Danny.
Right, okay, so first of all we're going to have a little look around in communal areas. In the majority of houses that we manage, the kitchen cupboards and the fridges, they're all numbered, so that when somebody moves out we will know, and that we'll be able to clear a cupboard. So we do that so the kitchen areas don't get too cluttered, and the fridges and freezers, because when they leave we never know, actually, you know, they've taken everything with them. So everything here, room 4's checked out, so there's nothing in that cupboard, which is good. So we'll be taking a few pictures of that as well, and we'll check the fridge. Usually shelves are allocated, so on this one, room 4, we'll just remove these items here, and then on this shelf here there's obviously some items here which we'll just remove, so that when the next person moves in they'll come straight in. They'll have some fridge freezer space, they'll have some cupboard space, and it'll just make things a lot smoother for when somebody does move in. I'll just go and check the room as well. Now we've got an app which has all the room codes on it. It's got the key safe code, it's got everything, all the information that we need. We check the app, see what the room code is, just make sure there's still nobody in there, which I know there isn't because he handed his key in, but it's good practice just to check and put the code in, and then we'll just go in. At first glance in here, it may look like somebody's still living here because there's quite a few possessions. The key's been handed back, so I know somebody's definitely moved out. So anything that you see here that's been left will need to be cleared out. So we've got some bags, and we'll do that whilst we're here. We've got an app that we use, which is called iAuditor, and we'll be doing an audit of the room, and like a check-out audit. We'll compare it to the check-in audit, and we'll compare the two, and then that's where we'll make our decisions whether or not we're going to be deducting from the deposit or not. At first glance, the room's going to need a clean, it's going to need clearance, and it's probably going to need a little bit of decorating. Then we've got to decide who is responsible for that. Would it be the landlord? Would it be the tenant that's just been living here? And then we'll make our list of deductions. So we'll do the checkout, and then we'll come back to see what we deducted out of this room. So we've now cleared all this room. All the possessions have gone. We've booked the cleaners. They're going to be coming in later on today or tomorrow morning. This room will all be sort of cleaned up now. We've done a checkout inspection report. On the whole, this room's not been too bad. Took the mattress protector, so we're going to get that washed, and that'll be put back when the new tenant comes. All under the bed's been cleaned. We've checked all the furniture. We've checked all the walls, we've checked the appliances, like there's a TV in here, we've just discovered that that's not working. There's no malicious damage there, it's just the screen's not coming on, so I'm going to get that fixed. All the cupboards and furniture is all empty, so it's just a case for the cleaners to come in now and do what they need to do.
And in terms of sorting it out, how long did it take to bag all this up and get it ready?
Well, we can do it pretty quick. We've got the resources at the time, so usually we can just kind of do it there and then. But I'll show you in a little while. We've done 2 checkouts, one yesterday, one today, and I'll just show you the back of my van, just so you can see just exactly how much stuff we end up clearing out of some of these rooms. So we've got like a bunch of rubbish here. This is from 2 checkouts that we've done over 2 days, and as you can see, the back of my pickup is absolutely full. So this is something that maybe you don't see the side of it on social media, but when a tenant leaves, especially a tenant who may not be the best tenant, they can leave a room just absolutely full of their own stuff, and then somebody has to clear it out and get rid of it, which usually does. Right, okay, so this is another checkout that we've come to. If you have a quick kind of look around, you'll see that it's empty, it's all been cleared out. The tenants give it a clean, so we won't be charging for a clean, we're not going to charge for a clearance. What we have noticed is that the walls are looking a bit tired, looking a little bit worn, but that we can see it's not neglect by the tenants, it's just over time you can see these little cracks and scuffs appearing, and it's about time it's going to need a redecorate. So what we're going to do is we'll take a few pictures of this, and we're going to recommend to the landlord that they get somebody in here for an hour or two just to go over the white walls, just to freshen it back up again. It needs that after a couple of years. If it was a brand new room, and then a tenant's leaving, and we're starting to see all this after one tenancy, then maybe we'd look at and maybe charge a tenant for doing that for sort of, you know, more excessive wear and tear. But because this room's like a few years old, the tenant's left it in a good condition, we know that this room's going to need freshening up, and that's going to be the landlord's responsibility to do. So that's who we're going to speak to.